In the last lesson we were looking at the roof. In this lesson we're doing step 9, modify wall type, and we're to the point now where we're getting ready to change our wall material. So we're going to pick it up on step number 2, select one wall in the properties palette and select edit type. So we're selecting here for edit type, and we're going to change the type of wall, then to press the duplicate key. So we're duplicating the wall and we're going to name it shed wall. I think I've already done this, so shed wall is probably already used, so I'm going to call it shed wall 1. You call it shed wall. Then when I click OK, that becomes the wall that I'm creating, and when I click OK, it's going to save that wall in memory for me. Okay, next you will add layers to the walls. So it says to press the insert button in the wall in the dialog box, then use the up button to move the layer to the very top of the table. Notice that this is the exterior side. So when I hit this button, it brings me here. Core boundary means anything above this number 1 here is going to be the exterior wall. Core boundary in this one is going to be the interior wall. Everything in between these two is going to be the center of the wall construction. So I think you'll see in just a minute what I'm talking about. I'm just going to go ahead and insert something. And it inserts a generic item, and then you can move it up, and now it's become the exterior. Well, what is becoming the exterior? First of all, we want to change it and we want to call it a finish. That puts it in a category of finished materials, and then you can select by category the type of material that you're going to put in there. When I click on it, I get this long list. Well, what it's asking me to do is put siding clapboard. So siding is going to be the S, and clapboard right there. Now you can adjust and you can change your colors and shading and all of that. And if you want, say, a red barn, it's not red enough for me. Still not red enough for me. It's too pink. Oh well, that's about as red as it's going to get. If you wanted a red shed, then you could click that. Then when I click OK, it brings that siding material in, and I have to tell it a measurement. The siding that I'm putting on is 1/2 inch material. So the next one down here is going to be a structure. So anything in the inside is going to be a structure, and it's going to be a wood stud. So I'm going to go down to W, and I'm looking for a wood stud layer. I'm not changing anything else there. And then the next item I'm going to add, I'm going to insert something. The item is going to be my sheathing. So I want that to be structure, and the sheathing is going to be, if I can find it, oh, it's in wood. Wood sheathing, plywood. Actually, I think my plan calls for wood sheathing OSB. Okay, and then I'm going to do one more. Insert, and then I'm going to move that down, and I'm going to call that gypsum wallboard. So it's going to be a finish, and it's going to be gypsum. Where's the G? And this one's going to be 3/4. And I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to click 0 thickness must be membrane. Oh, I've got to change that to a 1/2 inch or something. So make sure you got measurements on all of those. And then when you click OK, that has all been created and duplicated on every one of those walls, and we have completed that section. And I hope you're able to get this. We'll move on to step 10 next, placing components like windows and doors.